They're running Ahri, Vi, and Aurora. Aurora can do big burst damage, and the longer team fights can sometimes really beef up that damage, but it's not as consistent as something like the Zeri is going to be able to offer you when you already have so much front-loaded damage in the equalizer that can come out from Morgan.
From River, where DK didn't exactly respect them.
By the way, I think the Observer is showcasing this. Morgan stayed for so long, he does not have teleport, and Keen is just going to send this wave, and he's going to be so late to come over and catch it, which means it was almost an angle here for a contest by Keen on this dragon. He's not able to quite get over there. They don't suss it out. It was a good control word there, so Bro actually kind of sneaked this one away.
Still losing 2 lanes. You are still going to lose all 3 grubs, and as you said, the biggest thing is that it buys time if we do get a really punishing Dragon Soul that comes through here, like a Hex Tech, or even a Mountain. I feel like could be really rough, especially as a dive comp that's ahead. If you get Mountain Soul, you just kind of run at them with all your shields and do whatever you want.
To the bottom lane here for Closer, and obviously with Canyon going for grubs, it just looks like, sure, you're going to give up 6 grubs for this, which feels really bad, but see what the soul ends up being, because that's kind of RNG here for Bro, how much value they get. Obviously the stats for these first 2 elementals are nice, but if it ends up being Ocean, you're like, or Chemtech, yeah, you're like, not feeling as great about those now.
Yeah.
For this comp, but it's definitely, it's not a comp that's good for it. Hambach is getting collapsed on.
Yeah, just gonna ult, no clone. He's got to get close to the wall if he wants to get away from this one, but the lockdown is insane. Canyon, though, getting pretty low himself as the damage does come out from Closer, but it's not quite enough. As King comes over and Closer dips. It's first blood for Gen.G.
Win in this side lane. That's going to be pounding on the turret, but still feels really good here as Chovy's going to miss.
He's got Ruler in the river. He's got a lot of help here, actually. Morgan drops the equalizer, hits nothing. And now, I mean, he's just a sitting duck. He could have died to just Chovy, as Morgan's going to stand still for a moment, knowing he's dead.
Here, and if you look at the cross map, Closer has a little bit of control top side, but nowhere near what is going to be this first brick going over to Gen.G. So another kill or another objective will secure them feats of strength here. 3,000 gold the lead.
It's the Dragons, so they're going to try to get the Dragon Soul. Palu going to get rooted. Doesn't ult, going to lose more than half his health as Bro comes over and they say, we are going to contest this. And so will Gen.G as the slow comes down onto Closer. There's the charm, already a lot of poke damage coming in here and not even a full commit is now. Bro are going to be the ones that commit on into Canyon. They get him down. Closer surviving actually, but the last shot is going to come through from Ruler to get that kill. Chovy getting super low, but he will survive till the very end as Palu also gets taken down. Enduro will be traded out here. Looks like Hype will get the kill, but it's still a winning team fight to Gen.G.
Early, and then the engage here from Hambach is fantastic. It looks like meanwhile Palu is going to die, but they don't actually have at this stage enough damage to turn that into that winning Zeri moment. Like, if Hype wins that fight and cleans up, like which was so close to happening, if they didn't have such a deficit, then Bro would be feeling amazing about how that fight went. But
they could have 3 more control wards over there.
Yeah, I guess that's technically true.
Yeah.
And, you know, Duro is restocked on his trinket, so...
Aurora stuff at them, and you're like, okay, you're basically dead now. You don't get to do much. Over the wall comes Palu, trying to get on top of Keen, but the redemption comes in. The Aurora ult is there as well. Palu is eating turret shots in this dive, as Hype is not able to save him, not able to save anyone, as now the chase continues. Hambach is going to get this one down. Duro taking a bunch of damage. Keen getting low as well. As Hambach, the flash comes in. We do have Hype with the kill. As he will get on the board here. Ruler, though, going to open up as, oh, the wall is perfect. Going to die, but still Hype goes down. Closer, he tried, but it's not good enough.
Yeah, Hype trying to flash there. Still goes down. Hambach, maybe?
Yeah, he's dead eventually. Really, the only question is, who's it going to die to? Nice try, Hambach. As the scanner was already there, they knew he used it.
Yep.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, unfortunate.
They're showing a lot of respect to Bro. They don't want to let it happen again. Like I was saying before, like, Bro can do it. They can catch Gen.G off guard. I just feel like you already did it. And now it's like Gen.G are most primed. They're most ready to take you down. They're not going to be fooled again. At least not today.
Not today. Not in this first game. Casper Cup leading into that match, whereas Gen.G was still kind of sorting things out, and we're not the most dominant team in the LCK Cup at that moment in time either. This is a different era we're living in now. This is a different Gen.G, different level of dominance. And it's going to be Canyon just casually picking up the second Chemtech Dragon. Doesn't care about picking it up that much, but he's like, I might as well. As the attacking Wukong Talia, it's not going to be easy. They're going to try to find their angle now. Morgan's so far away.
Yeah, I like how Gen.G are just keeping it leashed, and they're not overcommitting to it. They want to take the fight here. The turn comes in. They got a charm on a Morgan. He's just so dead. He's dead before the fight even begins, but same could be said for Keen. Down he goes. As the engage comes in here, it's a very broken up fight for Gen.G. Canyon has to go in. Hype gets low, but he lives. And now the engage comes in here on a Ruler. It's 3v4 on the side of Gen.G, but they're peeling very well for a Ruler who does an insane amount of damage. It's now going to open up. Palu has to sacrifice. They all flash away from it, but now the Zeri is down. And now I think Bro's fun is a bit over as Toby, the perfectly timed Zhonya's, and he is going to live with the help of Duro. As the heal comes out, the Guardian comes out, and Toby was never in any danger, Duro says.
Yeah, there were a few miracle moments for Bro in this game, to be sure. There certainly were. Like they can't get to him. He does so much damage. Chovy secures the kill onto Hype, and that's the end of the fight. As Morgan looks like he might die again.
Well, he does have his flash, and the Deadly Flourish is going to miss, so does the Charm.
Good. I mean, how do you even approach this? One ward at a time, I suppose. One ward at a time.
Trinket saw two people, and they're going to get this down onto, I believe, Closer. And he does get a big shield, actually, as that is the first withdrawal onto one. Gen.G, they've kind of boxed this engage, and Hype is going man mode here. Is going to pick up 3 withdrawals so far. And there is the zap onto Keen.
And that
Baron
could be a Baron. Yeah, I mean, if they go now, I mean, they really have to go fast. If they're
I don't know. They don't really seem to be on the same page. It's like they're trying to say that they're really respecting and that they prepared a lot for this match, but at the same time, they're not really giving it 100%. They're at like 95%. They're fourth, especially when he's this fed. And it's relatively cheap. You can just pick it up, and a lot of the squishies on the side of Bro.
Toby on a flank.
Yeah, he's got a pretty nice angle here. He wants to get Palu, gonna force that ult. As now the Mega Cone engage comes in, they're gonna go on to Canyon here. It's not the best target, as now Duro gonna peel as well. Closer can't quite get in, as the Zeri is gonna go into the ult though. They get the first kill, but 2 go the way of the Aurora. And they still have so many threats here on the side of Gen.G.
Hype, what you got? I mean, this is his opportunity. So far behind though, and they're down a member. Just cannot actually get it done alone.
Yeah.
Here does not have his ult anymore, and they will just lose this turret.
It's 8,000 gold now.
Yeah.
And somehow it looks kind of close in the team. Go for a turn as well, but it's just 2-minning Baron at this moment. And now they're going to make their way over, but it's already down to 3,000 health. Hambach can't quite get in. Duro going to get stunned, but it doesn't quite matter. Palu has to flash. He doesn't have his ult. And the charm is down, so that's just a free Baron here for Gen.G.
Yeah, and now Chovy cleaning up.
I mean, he has Bajais, he's got 18 stacks! And Keen steals that kill away. But it doesn't really matter. Chovy's going to be happy with the 20 stacks, and Gen.G might just push to end.
I think they will. I mean, there's just not enough to answer here, unfortunately. No Wukong to engage. I mean, Morgan could try to buy some time with an equalizer. Closer could try to buy some time with a Weaver's Wall, but now he's dead.
Yeah, he tried his best to put down a wall, and instead he just got punished for it. And now Morgan and Hype, desperate to do something. There's still a wave here. The flash on in, Ruler gonna just one-tap Hype, basically.
And I mean, the equalizer doesn't hit the minions, so it's just done.
Yeah, that's this game. Not the most exciting game, even though it was a 26-kill game. We did have some back-and-forth team fights at least, but it always felt like Gen.G were going to take this one down eventually. And it comes here at 34 minutes in. They're going to one-hit the Nexus. Down it goes, and Gen.G take game 1.
You're playing the bottom lane Misfortune into the Ashe Rel, which can be volatile. It's not a free win, but you should be able to get some element of control down there as the Misfortune. They didn't go for the Braum, so it's not going to be that crazy Ashe power lane.
Really wanted to force it. He could have just tried to flash auto.
Yeah, one more auto.
Force the flash from Closer and then try to hit the hook. But I suppose Chovy's situation wasn't the best, so didn't force it that hard.
Gen.G are going to start these grubs first. Are we flipping?
Well, Bro decided they want to fight for it.
Closer's got his ult.
Yeah.
Are you flipping, son?
Are you flipping, son? It's a level 4 Rel. They're going to engage on a Canyon, and the CC comes through. They take him down in trade for Palu, but he's only a support, but the Chaos Storm is doing a number, and Closer's getting way too low. Ruler full health, Chovy full health. And yeah, that man difference just means that They have to back away after the fact. So Gen.G win the fight.
The Nautilus, I don't know if you really end up winning that, so it's a bit haphazard there. And
Ruler, no flash. I think he dies here. A couple more autos come through. He's going to tank it up for hype, and there you go. The two of them.
No.
Okay, well, yeah, that's just going to be a trade of kills now. Not nearly as good. Yeah, King just going to ult for not much. Meanwhile, Hambach is getting a Drake, and they're getting the bottom plates.
Yeah, because Ruler swapped top here, and Keen committed that play late. Like, he's so late on TPing to the bottom lane, so a lot of plate gold is going to go over. Once again, Gen.G in control of Grubs as closer. Have we learned? No, he's just looking for a little... Oh,
I mean, Arrow's going to hit,
but there's nobody here.
The bowling ball?
Okay, anyway.
It is what it is, you know?
It's huge, because if he dies and they lose that bottom turret to 6 Grubs, you know, this game looks totally different. Now we're trying to group for a little bit of Dragon Prio very early, and a little bit of a fight over the blue buff.
I mean, they might be able to get Duro here. He gets his hook, not connecting to the wall, and that's going to be the end of him.
You know what?
Front line, he's the only engaged.
Yeah, and like we were saying in the draft, like, this is what I was talking about, playing Nautilus into this.
Mountain Infernal, still pretty good. The others are decent.
I think they just want to play through where they have tons of control and prio here in this top side, because if Bro just kind of happy feet, they get the turret, because they have 6 Grubs.
Uh-oh. Morgan and Palu staying around too long. As long as they didn't mess it up, you said. Well, this is a bit of an issue here for Bro. The follow flash comes in from Canyon, and Palu is just dead as well. And they're getting the Drake. They're going to get this bottom turret, but I feel like that was going to happen anyway. Gen.G get a couple of kills
for another Chemtech Soul. 2 Dragon Leaf. Oh, it's not a Chemtech Soul!
Ox was watching very closely.
It's Mountain Soul for Scion? So you're dead. And we have more people than you. Because the Gen.G just weren't interested really in fighting over that dragon right now because they didn't have control there, so they found their pressure point elsewhere as hype.
Oh, hype. This is not okay. Just walking in range of the Nautilus hook is not something you can do.
For Gen.G. It was close until it wasn't.
Yeah. We've said that a lot about series that kind of look this way, where we have a big favorite and then a team that's not in the top half. Palu, Hex Flash over the wall into 2 Gen.G members. The knockup comes in, Closer's like, I don't know if I can really help you here. Might try to get a knockup, but Palu is in a lot of trouble. The L comes out and down. No, it's going to miss, actually. It requires the MF ult. The block on the Yone does come through, but they can't follow up on a Closer.
Especially that last one, unfortunately, for hype.
Definitely a bit of an issue, that one. Canyon wanted to go in there. There are certain parts of the map where I feel like teams oftentimes throw, and that one over there on the blue buff is one of them.
You try to use your pressure. Sometimes you throw there, but also when you have control and you are pressuring that blue buff, the other team's like, that's my blue buff!
Yeah.
You can't have it, and then they can't have it, and also then 3 kills, and you lose the game. So it can be quite tricky.
Or the winning team dives way too deep.
Yes.
And they get caught out.
By the way, Bro just start this, and Gen.G are very far away. Not to cut you off here, but
I don't know if this is fast enough.
They have a decent amount of damage, but I agree with you. I don't think it is. Morgan can TP over. He can also ult in.
It's even a safe TP from Keen. Just going to come up here. They turn on a Jovi. Can they take him down? The answer is absolutely not. They didn't even get him below half health. He's just got her out of ages, and he does not care. And that is already 3 kills here for Gen.G. They say, thank you very much for the leash, bro. And they'll take down hype here. Morgan, the last one available. And it's just going to be a clean ace to the side of Gen.G. It was not close, even for a moment. Say Gen.G as they take down the Ruda Sadakan, and they'll get all the flowers too.
Thank you for the leash. Thank you very much. Understand a Duro vote. I'm here for it.
I feel like you'd be the hipster though.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. But
like,
I mean,
if you want to be the 1 out of 13, sure. But Duro's not going to win it. That he did.
Remember we used to have the split like the first 14 minutes damage?
We still do.
Oh, it's still there?
Yeah.
Well, it's still there, huh?
We're going to hit an arrow onto the Nautilus. And Hambach does get a big sleep. Will it matter? The bullet time is on the enemy team this time. They might kill Duro. They might be able to do it. Can they do it? The answer is no. The storm is just ginormous. And it's actually zones away Closer and hype. It's a zoning ult by the end of it after he gets 3 kills. Jovi only got 1 of them, but, you know, essentially the storm got them. And that's going to be the Baron here, too. Every time Gen.G and Bro match up, it's a 2-0.
You know, there are the games where the Korean commentators, when Jovi makes the plays,
I mean, that's MF's job. Just don't die and then press your R and, you know, can they kill Duro this time? Maybe, actually. I think they will. Yeah, they will. TP comes in.
It's a short TP, but it's enough to close the gap.
Yeah, so he says, don't pick on my little brother. He's going to zone away Palu here. He really has something personal against Palu.
It takes a long time to kill it. He might get this bounty.
Nice.
Yeah.
Huge.
Significant.
Comeback for Bro.
Only got 9,000 gold to go.
Well, gonna just put down some zoning abilities, and with the Baron buff, look to chip away at this turret. Not overcommitting. I feel like Gen.G this entire series have been mostly respectful. Except really when he was playing Aurora, they kind of got himself into some weird spots, but outside of that, you know, Gen.G, they wanted their revenge, and I think they'll have it today.
I do think so. And it's a very clean game. Really not playing fast and loose with their drafting either. I mean, it's pretty stock standard here. Almost a tier list in both games for them. I feel like the Nautilus was the most awkward part of it, but he had a fantastic game, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. And they're just going for the tutorial victory. They're going to take down all of the buildings in the base. Chovy has done the most damage, even more than Keen, who got some free time. Oh, the arrow's going to actually hit Chovy, but nobody goes in onto him. Meanwhile, Keen is just resetting in the back line. Nice ult here from Ruler. Chovy! He goes for the Zanyas, and he will live from 12,000 gold ahead. He can do it. And yeah, they're not going to kill him this time either.
Show the experience, show he's level 18. Show his trophy case.
Yeah.
What else can we show? The man is good. The man is great, and the man is getting his revenge 2-0, Valdez.
He will have it, and so will the rest of Gen.G. A very straightforward series, the 2-0. With a little bit of fun sprinkled in there, you know. Some fun team fights back and forth.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.